Good morning. Breakfast. Not much different from what I said about the room. So at the moment, this is what I have on my plate. I wanted some healthier options. The pickings are not the most extensive. You have some options, but you have quite limited options, to be honest. Yeah, the whole experience has been like that for me, if I'm totally honest. It's a decent place to live. The bed is comfortable. Not much wrong with that side of things. But what I mean is that when you look at value for money, I can get the same just down the road at a fraction of the price. The same down the road at a fraction of the price. And that's what I mean by when you come here, you've got to be aware of what's available. If you are aware of what's available, it is easy to know when you are being shortchanged. When you are shortchanged, you will know. So I'm finally able to share it to the places that I normally share stuff to, and then we are going. It's going to be a 10-minute breakfast, no more. Good morning. Somebody's joined me. That's amazing. Service is good. I mean, the guy is going around serving, doing a stellar job. They're cleaning, tidying, whatnot. But the restaurant itself is quite small. The restaurant is small. Pickings are quite light. But in fairness, these are the tastiest mushrooms I have had anywhere. The tastiest I've had absolutely anywhere. I love mushrooms.
You speak English? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Oh, please sit. No problem. Yeah, please join. Sleep was alright. It's quite busy. Very busy. And I tend to expect those things from my budget places because nobody wants to pay above the odds. So it's really nice. I think there's a Nigerian group here. They must be here for something. So it's nice to go to a place and to see so many of us around. It's nice to have a representation, absolutely. I am in love with the mushrooms. Who eat them the whole day. They have grilled halloumi cheese, which is also unusual. But quite apart from those things, I don't know, considering the price is a little bit upscaled, I was expecting the experience to also be upscaled. But I must be honest and say, the experience is just standard. Three times the price should be 4 times the service, 4 times the options in my book. Price is not too different from the Rotanas. But if you stayed in a DoubleTree by Hilton or you stayed in a Rotana or an Anantara, some of those ones, the ones which price themselves above the base, of the ones that I've stayed in, which are a bit pricier, I have to say this one is a little bit of a downer. Little bit. Does that make it a bad hotel? No. It's a good hotel. but it's a higher than average price, and so I expect a higher than average experience, that's all. So if you happen to be coming this way anytime soon, this is my advice. Don't just look at the name. Don't book based on name only. Check the customer reviews. By all means, check the customer reviews. Check that the extra you pay for is reflected in extra offerings. Check that it's closer to where you want to get to. Location is good. It's about 5 minutes from where I need to be. They have salmon. The salmon looks good. Tastes very good. So let me sum things up. They don't offer a bigger variety. They offer slightly different from what the budget chains do. You can have salmon is not served as standard. So for me, trying to be healthy, it's good to see Kevin, good morning. Vida, good morning. How are you, everybody? I hope you are well. So when I finish what I need to do here today, I hope that I get time to take you around town a little bit before I'm going to go in conference in about an hour. So all day in conference, and then when I'm done, I will let you know what I can show you. They have grilled halloumi cheese, which is nice. Again, not typical. Your budget chains will not do halloumi, so it's nice. But if the booking had been mine, I'll do it otherwise. If it had been my call, I'd have gone budget. Now I've spent the extra money doing other things. That's the way I like to do things. Morning, Elizabeth. If the extra payment doesn't bring me extra value, then there is no need to pay it. Any extra payments should bring you extra value. And on the whole, I cannot say that. I can't say that this morning. It's a very short stay, so the hotel might find it a little bit unfair, but I can only tell you what I do see. In the short period I've been here, it's nice, it's clean, but it's quite crowded. Had to come in a taxi, but it was late, so I'm not sure about accessibility. Trying to find my location will give me an assessment of whether it's accessible on public transport or not. I'll update you. When you stay here in the Emirates, breakfast is legendary. Some of the hotels put up some phenomenal spreads. As I say, at the top end, you really do get spoiled for choice. It's not the top end, it's supposed to be mid-range, but I didn't really feel like it was a mid-range offering. It's a standard offering. If you're thinking of coming, if you're looking to make bookings, if you're wondering where to spend Christmas, and do come this way. It is nice, the weather is fabulous at the moment. It really is. If you like halloumi cheese, and this is your hotel. Very tasty. Very healthy. I got some questions last night about locations and whatnot. As you are aware, I arrived quite late. And so when I finished that broadcast last night, I went straight to sleep. I've just woken up, I'm having breakfast, and I'm straight to work. So when I'm done, when I have a bit of time, I will respond. If I've not responded, I'm not ignoring you, I'm not being rude. I simply haven't had the time to do so. Breakfast is rather nice, but I need to get it over and done with quickly and start heading out. If you have any questions about the location, you may ask. Good morning, Sister Janet. Good morning. You have questions about the location, you may ask. You have questions about the area, please do ask. If you ask me now live, I will answer. Otherwise, when I have a bit of time, I will. You may inbox me. We are still busily taking bookings for the Christmas tour. Christmas tour is not just a Dubai tour, it's a countrywide tour. One of the things I really like to do is to do beach stops. So a lot of the Christmas tour will be spent on the beaches. It will be spent in nice hotels, ones that give us a little bit of an extra edge. So, good morning. Hello, Doc. Good morning. Charles, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm hoping to whet your appetites. It's the upcoming Christmas season. It's holiday season. Why stay indoors when you can go and do stuff? Thank you very much. Black coffee, rolling it all down. Has two purposes. First purpose is to wake me up. Second purpose is to wash it down. And the third purpose is that it's treatment for my sweet tooth. I tend to like refusing to sweeten my coffee. It's a statement to my mind that there isn't much sugar coming today. Not much sugar. So this is the memo to my brain. Dear brain, today is a savory day, not a sweet day. Today, Amma will make better choices. Don't expect sugar. I find it so helpful when I am able to do that. My sugar cravings reduce. The temptation to have an ice cream or 10 reduces. And it works much better for Amma all around. So a good day to all of you. Wish you the very best of today. Pray that options become available to you unexpectedly. I do pray that you find ways of easing the burden of life. Stupid things like grilled halloumi cheese come your way during the day. Little surprises, pleasant surprises, which make your burden lighter to carry. It's the life of a backpacker. It's a single night stay, so that's all I brought. It's been interesting walking around with my backpack, and people still get surprised that a sister rolls into a hotel with very little luggage. Checking desk last night was very funny. The lady says, "So where's your luggage?" I'm like, "This is my luggage." "No, like your luggage." Like, yeah, like my luggage. This is it. It isn't every time that a sister will drag all her suitcases to your hotel. But it's a stereotype that people still have of us. It's a stereotype more of us need to help, to challenge. Anytime you go to a place and it's possible to leave a more positive impact, please do. If it is possible. To change the way people see us, please take that opportunity. If there is an opportunity to teach somebody, again last night, I ended up in the Four Seasons and they had a taxi, thieves. When you come to Dubai and you get to a hotel and somebody says, "I can offer you a private taxi," don't take it. What should have been a 10 dirham trip became a 50 dirham trip. Thieves. I'll deal with them later. But then I was desperate, I was tired. He realized it and he definitely took advantage of it. But the driver, "Hello, madam." "Hi." "Nigeria?" Like, what's wrong with Nigeria? "You Nigeria?" So I look at him up and I look at him down without saying anything. "Oh, Uganda?" Just when my patience was exhausted, I said to him, "You do realize that black people do come from different places?" And the fool started mentioning all the names of countries he knows in Africa. It was stupid, it was funny, but I was too peeved to laugh. Didn't laugh. I got down and I said to him, "The world is bigger than your village. You really need to travel. You will discover more about my people and you will find us in every corner of this earth. Anytime you get the opportunity to go elsewhere, to explore and to travel, please do. Black people are not all in Nigeria. No, we are not all in Uganda." Breakfast, check. Ready to go? Check. Yes, good morning. How are you? I hope you are well. I'm off to check out. It's incredibly busy, I've got to say. Surprisingly busy. And the restaurant is surprisingly open. Surprisingly open. Alright, I'll show you the sunshine. Hiya. May I check out, please? Have a good morning. Good morning, darling. How are you? I hope you are well. It's good to see you. It's my usual ramblings on.
Thanks so much.
It's alright. Do you have a clock here? What's the time at the moment?
Right now?
Yeah.
It's 9:10.
Thank you. Is the Ajahn by Rotana nearby?
On behind, walk outside. The end of the building, next building. and walk straight, it gets me around global building.
Right, so it doesn't need a taxi. Even better. Thank you. Right. Excellent. Oof. Yay! Come to Dubai, come to Dubai. This is why you come to Dubai. Beautiful little things like the fountains you see around. The hotels here are really upscaled. So they do have 2 towers, which was interesting. The Solo Tree Spa is just opposite. And my understanding is that the hotel I need, the Rotana, with me, it keeps dropping because I was on the hotel Wi-Fi, and anytime I'm in a range, it picks it up and then it drops it off. I'm outside the hotel, but there we go. Many hotels. So this is the second tower of the Radisson Blu. I stayed in the second tower. It's a bit different. The view out of the hotel from the front is nice, but the back end view, not much to write home about at all. But I get to have a 10-minute walk. Wait for it. Wait for it. And as you can see, there is CNN here. Most of the media outlets, international media outlets, are here. What you see, this little bit, is Dubai Media City. Most of the media houses are here. If you pay attention a little bit, yeah, you can see the CNN house. But it's not just CNN, it's all the major news outlets. If sorry, had to go and switch off Wi-Fi totally because I am not in range. I am walking, must be about 28 to 30 degrees. I will have to ask this gentleman because I don't fancy getting lost. Hold on a second. Good morning. I'm looking for the Ajahn by Rutana. Next one. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. If this had worked out properly, I should have stayed at the Ajahn, but it did not. Might be for another time. Yeah, Routers is over there. What else can I see? Everybody's there, really. So it's like any other place in terms of news coverage. All the Konkonsa guys are here looking to pick up every snippet of information they can have. But look at what we've got coming. If you are the eternal tourist like me, if you like to walk when you are in places, if you like to discover, yeah, the one I'm looking for is this one, the Ajahn. And its location couldn't be better. They do style, and they do style on point. Love staying in their hotels because yes, they are not a budget hotel. Their pricing is not in the budget range, but you clearly can't see why they don't charge budget prices. I'm happy enough to pay the extra if I will get extra. So Dubai in the morning. Who is tempted? Who would like to come and experience it? Who would like to discover this? Who should discover this? What you can see in that distance is the West End. Another great little piece. Transport links on point. You have buses outside the hotels. You have taxis right here. So depending on how much you are willing to spend, you will find exactly what you need. Your needs will be met. Your exact expectations will be met. You just need to tell me what they are so I can factor them in for you. Good morning from me. I hope your prospects for this morning are as good as mine look right now. I hope. that you are hopeful that your day will be incredible. I hope that work is treating you well. For me, work is treating me very well. When you get to see this first thing in the morning, it makes you aspirational. It makes you hopeful. It makes you want to do things differently. Good morning from me. I hope it's a good morning to you. Let's see. If I can discover what I'm after. Hold on a second. Let me ask. My training is in a room. Good morning. I am here for a Pearson training. Pearson has a training here this morning.
Not office.
Which office?
Training for?
There's a company with a booking here for a meeting room.
There?
Which one?
Booking.com.
No. Is this the reception for the Ajahn?
Yeah, that one, 12 floor, booking.com.
No. My company has a training here today.
We don't know, ma'am. Just check here. This is security.
Right, so where's reception?
Upstairs.
Which floor?
Just check the office there and then you can go there.
My dear, I am not after an office. I am after the Rutanes reception.
And the other side,
Which other
building.
side?
Hotel.
Yes.
You can go straight there. This
Go
is
out
yeah,
and
go
round.
out. This is not the building. This is office
Okay.
tower.
All right.
The other building is the hotel.
Thank you.
You can go.
Yeah. Customer services is something that we still have work to do on. People build these incredible things and they have empty heads in there sometimes. But yeah, it's one of the things I've come to expect. It still annoys me, don't get me wrong. Annoys the life out of me that you have people stood in places like that, clueless of anything. They have assumptions about you. They decide that you belong in boxes. I have come to expect it, but it still peeves me. The Meridian is also here. The Westin is here. I'm walking past the souk. And hopefully I will actually see the Rutanes entrance, where there will be competent people to answer my questions. Wishful thinking, I know. Wishful thinking. I like these little quirky things you can do. But I still don't think that this is the hotel reception. It could be, because it looks to me that it is an entrance. Let's have a look. Yeah. Anna, good morning. Good morning. Okay. Nope. I think I've still ended up in a suit. Good morning. I'm looking for the hotel's entrance.
Okay, and then just straight here and then left. This corridor, straight, then left.
This way?
Yeah, this corridor, straight, go there, then left.
And then left. All right, thank you very much. Morning. Yeah, this is a souk. It's these little things that I love about this place. They do breakfast. So you can see clients arrive. Nice places to sit. And I'm in my lovely dark corridor. But it's not bad. I mean, the tiling is on point. Lovely open space. Reeks of chlorine. Suppose because it's a pool. There you go. And hoping, yeah, finally, we are approaching the hotel lobby. The entrance alone promises quite a bit, and it does not disappoint. There we go. Smells in these ones are heavenly. Heavenly. Now you will see a big difference between this one and the Radisson blue. Good morning. I am here for a Pearson training.
Just go straight that silver door, and then on the other side you will find the supermarket. There is an
I've come all the way from that side. Okay.
Okay.
So through the doors.
Yes, ma'am. And then there's a supermarket on the other side. There is an elevator in front of that going to P3.
Peter. Let me make sure I've got this right. So I go out through those silver doors to where the fountains are, the
Yes,
water
ma'am.
is. Still go straight.
And then you will market, and then in front of that, the elevator is there going to P3.
Right. What's the name of the meeting room? Do you know?
Let me just double check. It's meeting plus 4.
Meeting plus 4. And which floor did you say it's on?
P3.
P3. Thank you so much. All right. So if it was me looking for a little bit of opulence in comparison to the Radisson blue, I will do the Rotana any day. Plus 4. And it's actually signposted. I didn't pay attention. It is signposted. Clearly signposted. Well, until you get to the breakfast buffet area, and then I can't see any signposting. Alright, back to another dark corridor. Nope, not doing this, not getting lost. It isn't fun. Hi, morning. Where's the supermarket?
Supermarket there.
That side? Okay. Alright, Sir Patrick, good morning. There we go. Hopefully this is the final touchdown, because I'm tired of going round in circles when you've actually arrived. So it looks like a supermarket to me. Funny description of a supermarket, but there you go. It's a nice one. And we have conference center P3, she says. We're going in the left, so we might end up getting cut off, and that's fine. I just wanted to, as promised yesterday, show you the breakfast in Radisson Blue. Finish off my review of the Radisson Blue. Summary, very ordinary, but the price range, not ordinary. So when Amma is paying, she is not staying. Very simple. If I pay above the odds, I expect to receive above them. If I pay above them, I should receive above them. Plus 1. Okay, I've seen it. Right, see you in a bit. Have a fabulous day.